Smash that limiter!
Hello, everybody. Welcome.
Hello, everyone. How are you?
So today is episode 49, one episode away from the big 50. Whoa. I think we're going to have to
This
try
should
and
be
get
interesting.
a guess for the 50, I reckon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon we do.
I'm actually gonna ask you who, but I'm excited.
Yeah, we need to try and find someone. We haven't had a guess in a while, actually, come to think of it.
No, that is true.
I don't know who, but I'll find something. I'll find someone. I also realized that I have not uploaded episode 48. That is poor form.
That's it. That's
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 poor
it.
form on
Fired.
my part.
Fired forever.
I have even edited it, and I just forgot to upload it. So there's that. So how's your week been, Spliffy?
Busy but good.
Yeah, mine's been the exact same.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't think anything's gonna change. I think it's actually just gonna get busier and busier as we progress. Because I haven't really come across a week where it's like, yeah, you know what, they're just not busy. It's just not busy at all.
It's been hectic as fuck, to be honest.
Yeah, it has.
But it's been good though. I've been thoroughly enjoying it, but it's been like I've been having to run around like crazy though. To make sure, everything gets done and that sort of thing. I'm gonna show something that we started repairing on a vehicle. I'm not gonna show any like license plates or anything like that, but
yeah, that would be not very intelligent.
Yeah. So those who probably don't know this, but the device that controls the air conditioning on your vehicle, that controls the vents and controls the flow of air for the heater and the air conditioning, is not a simple little. Yeah, that's probably really good. I can't show the other picture because it's got the mechanic in the way. Anyway, it is quite a complicated procedure, and those who go, "Oh, I'll just swap over the heater core" or something like that. I'll show you why it's really, really complicated. Doing heater core is usually not so bad, but this whole module, the evaporator. So yeah, on an air conditioning system, you got the condenser, which is at the front of your car, usually in the front of your radiator, and then you got the evaporator, which is in behind the dash. Anyway, this customer's evaporator was damaged, and we needed to repair it. It's an old Holden Astra, old one. I'll show you. So that picture. Let's just get up to it. Anyway, so that thing there is the brace. So that's what's used in behind the dash. All cars have it to basically hold the body apart so it stops it from warping. That's the new evaporator, and that is the old evaporator. As you can see, coolant coming out, and then that green shit coming out of there, that is like leak guard. That is actually your air conditioning hose lines there. So that's leak guard. It's like a UV liquid, so then that way if you shine a black light on your hoses, it will glow, so you can see where it's leaking from.
That's actually really interesting.
Yeah, so that's the new one. Well, new by second hand, but anyway, that's the old one that's blown. That's a bit more of it there. So that whole thing controls the air conditioning inside the cab. So it has like little fans and actuators and stuff like that to open and close all your vents in it. You got your blower motor there. And then that's your evaporator there. So it's like a little radiator. Actually, it might not be the evaporator. It might be wrong. That could be the heater core in there. Evaporator could be in there. But anyway. Actually, I think that might actually be the heater core. I reckon. Yeah, I reckon it is, with the pipes being that big. And that's what you have to do to get it out. You got to pull the whole fucking dash out.
Yeah, the whole dash has to come
It
out just to
is.
get to that one little thing.
Yeah, it is. It is a nightmare job. It's not something fun. A lot of mechanics, I'd imagine, would fucking hate it. And mechanics pretty good. They love it. But yeah, so just thought some people might find that interesting. So I thought I'll show it a little bit of show and tell.
Easy.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. So no, we'll get it all fixed up with the customer and just before the summer hits. So
Oh, yeah,
they'll be very thankful. So yeah. It's been crazy week because it's been nothing but breakdowns, like one after the other.
Well, I'd imagine like you work at a mechanic, so I imagine there'd be nothing but breakdowns.
No,
Otherwise,
not really. It comes in waves and goes, but this week's just been nuts.
Yeah.
A lot of locals this week, but usually it's the other way around. But a lot of locals are broken down. But yeah, like it ranges from simple to complicated. You know, simple's some individuals have put the incorrect fuel in. By simple as in like it's complicated to fix, sort of, not really, but it's expensive. But like simple to diagnose, essentially just check the fuel lines. Oh, there's petrol and there's diesel. And
how do you even check for that? Is that like because the petrol and diesel are both the same color? Do you have to like mix it up to?
You smell it.
Oh, you smell it.
You
Okay.
smell it and you feel it. Yeah.
Okay.
Diesel's very oily, so diesel has a lubricant inside it. This is okay. So this is the reason why putting petrol in a diesel motor is really bad for diesel. The reason why is the injectors and the injector pump or the fuel pump, all of those components are designed to be lubricated by the diesel itself, because diesel is very oily. It's got oil in it. It's got lubrication in it. When you run petrol in it, petrol, like if you run 100% petrol and there's no diesel whatsoever, it won't run anyway. But if you have a mixture of diesel and petrol, it will run. It will miss and it will run like crazy. It will just like run really shit. And the reason why is so diesels have high compression because diesel is ignited by compression, not ignition.
Yeah.
So that's how it ignites, is through compression instead of ignition, like a spark plug. So when you have a mixture of diesel and petrol, you have the petrol going through all your pumps and injectors, which have no lubricating properties at all. So it wears out your pumps and injectors, which is generally where the damage comes into action. It destroys your pump and injectors, especially if you've been driving with it like that. It just wear out all your components. It just need to be replaced. Some people have like flushed and replaced everything, but then they run into issues anyway because they've worn the pumps and injectors out. So
yeah,
you're better off just replacing it. It's not as bad like putting AdBlue in it, but AdBlue you have to replace everything because it just corrodes everything it touches. But yeah, so you what you do is you pop the hose of the return line in the fuel filter, and then you essentially smell it. You collect the sample, smell it, and feel it basically. Diesel's very oily. Petrol dries straight away. So like you get you get it evaporates quick. So yeah,
it's very much like methylated spirits.
Yeah, it's a really good cleaning agent too. Petrol.
Yeah, I bet.
But yeah, so that's how you tell. Because when he was talking to my boss about it, my boss just got this inkling that was a possible, and then he looked straight into it, and yeah, funnily enough, unfortunately, it was that. Happens more often than you think, and it's very understandable, especially out in remote places. Fuel bowsers aren't labelled that great. And, you know, when you're on a holiday as well, like, there's a lot of things going on in your mind. So it happens, unfortunately. But, yeah.
What do you mean by the fuel bowsers aren't labeled that well?
They're not. Sometimes depending where you go, there's one place in particular that's really bad for it. They'll have like all the colors or weird. So like diesel won't be black; it will be a different color, or petrol and diesel are both black. And then the labels are in areas like so unleaded and diesel.
Oh,
Sometimes the
that's so
signs aren't so obvious.
bad.
Yeah, it happens really badly. The people that design the petrol houses and some of these places really really need to learn to read.
Yeah,
Like,
and like just really need to learn to just
yeah,
not do dumb
make it
things. That
really
sounds like really, really
obvious.
dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah, it has to be really, really obvious. Otherwise, you're gonna run into by the sounds of it. I mean, if I put my conspiracy theory hat on, it sounds like
yeah.
maybe your boss has gone around and deliberately put all deliberately made it really hard to figure out which fuel comes out of which Bowser, so he gets more work.
That'd be funny. But no,
Uh,
it's just it happens a lot more often than you think. It happens to people even like who know better as well.
yes, I
It's
I
just
haven't done it.
all it takes is a lapse of mind judgment.
Yeah, I haven't done it,
Yeah,
but two of my colleagues have. I had
yeah,
one colleague who put petrol in a diesel. Oh no, diesel in a no, that's right. So I had one colleague who put petrol in a diesel engine, and I had
yeah.
another colleague who put diesel in a petrol engine.
So that's
Um,
more dangerous than you think putting diesel on a petrol engine.
no, I've heard it the other way around.
Well, it's more dangerous because diesel it doesn't. Well,
I think the only reason the diesel would be more dangerous is because of knocking.
nah.
But
Well, I don't know. Like, to be honest, if you run both cars with any of the wrong fuels, it's gonna fuck it anyway.
yeah, yeah. I
Um,
mean,
but the thing, if okay, it's the same thing. If you both run 100% of one or the other in one or the other, it won't run like at all because petrol won't
well,
ignite under compression, so
no,
it wouldn't run at
the
all.
petrol will
Yeah.
screw it up no matter what. Diesel turns out you can get away with for running around for a
Well,
whole
yeah,
day. We
diesel.
learnt.
Diesel. The problem with diesel, and this is why it's really bad, is it can actually damage the engine itself
Yeah,
because diesel, when it runs through a petrol car, is ignited under the spark because diesel's not actually really flammable. Like you can put a torch to it, and it won't ignite.
yes, yeah,
Where petrol, it is. And that's the problem is the diesel when it ignites in a petrol car it doesn't combust, it explodes. Because
right,
diesel isn't flammable is not as flammable, but it's very explosive.
right.
Um,
It's stable until it's not.
yeah, so instead of igniting properly, it kind of explodes and doesn't burn properly, and yeah, it can damage a lot of components. That's why I've been told that that's pretty bad. But in saying that, um, in saying that, you can run. We used to run the forklift with a diesel petrol mixture.
Yeah,
So
oh
if
yeah,
you do that, you can actually get away with it. It won't damage anything. I'm talking about like 100% diesel in it. It with a little bit of petrol where it ignites slightly, but it's like really really bad. 100%
right.
it just won't ignite, just won't run properly. But yeah. But if you get like there's a mixture that you can do of diesel and petrol, and it'll run rough and it will smoke like crazy, but it won't. It won't damage anything. Just keep on going.
Yeah, right.
Unless it's a modern car, that's a different story.
Yeah, like modern car. I think. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
modern cars are a lot more sensitive than they
Oh
were
yeah.
back in the
Like
ever.
the new Nissan Patrols, the Y62 Patrols. If you run unleaded 95 in it, you'll blow up the car.
Yeah, and that's kind of
You have to
disappointing because you
run
think that
98.
you'd think that further on in the future you'd have more resilient cars, not more sensitive cars.
No, it's because the octane in it runs it better and it's tuned for it. Where you run it as 94, it's not. it's not designed to run on it, so it actually damages it.
Right.
And I've been told that it's blown, like doing that blew up the motor on one of the cars that came in once. So yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah, because 94 has 10% ethanol, which I think if that's like the crap that gunks up your engine, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Even if you don't have a car designed to run on the better fuel, if you use better fuel, your engine, like when you take your engine apart, looks completely different. Like a more modern car that's designed to run on 98. So like I'm talking about, so you got your base level, which is unleaded 95, and then you got 98, and then there's one in between 98 and the other one I can't bloody remember what it is. Anyway.
No. I don't think there's 91, 94, 95, and 98.
Yeah, 91
Those
is
are
what
the
I'm
ones I'm
talking
familiar.
about. Yeah, 91 is the cheap, shitty one. 94 is the
Yes.
okay one. And then 98 is the premium. So
Mm.
if your car runs on 98 and 94, it always looks better looking than 91.
Right.
Because 91's dirty. Runs very dirty. Gunks up your engine and everything.
Yeah, I usually put 95 in my engine.
Yeah.
I find 95 to be like a good middle ground.
I used to run 94 in the Commodore.
Yeah.
Because it ran slightly better. But then it just got expensive, so I just went back to 91. But mind you, the Commodore was a little bit different, so.
I always thought 94 was worse than 91 for your engine because of the 10% ethanol.
Nah, it runs cleaner. That's the point of it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I thought the point of
No,
that
and you're
10%
you're
ethanol
getting
was
confused between E85. So 94's got octane in it. That's what 94, 98 is the percentage of octane.
right.
Ethanol is a whole different fuel system.
No, I mean all the 94 we have here is says 90 was it E94 10% ethanol?
Yeah, that's a different fuel.
No.
Yeah, you
Well,
shouldn't
either way.
You should
No,
not
I'm not
be
using. I
running
don't.
ethanol in your vehicle if your vehicle is not designed to run ethanol, because it will eat all your fuel lines up.
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't think I've ever run 94. At least, well, I think I'm the 7th owner of this car, and I don't know what all the other owners put into it.
Yeah.
But
I'm just talking about the unleaded fuels, not the ethanol fuels. Ethanol fuels is race car shit.
Yeah, no, okay, so yeah, so it's unleaded, but it also has 10% ethanol in it.
Yeah, the premium unleaded fuels have octane in it. That's what sets them apart. They also have cleaning and injector additives and stuff like that too.
Yeah, 95 has a little bit of it, and 98 has a lot more of it.
Has a lot more, yeah. If you run your car on 98, like if I was to buy we'll just use the Y62 Patrol because it's the most common car around here. That's a petrol V8.
Yeah.
If you own one of them, I would be running 98 if you can. It sucks. There's a few places that don't even sell 98, and then goes again with the labeling. They say 94, but it's actually 91, which is really, really dangerous for your engine. So fuck you, whoever thought that was a good idea. But yeah, so I would be running 98. And if I was to buy a more modern car, like if Ray was to eventually get a Jimny,
I still want to Daihatsu Ride yet.
I have the cookbook because I'm going to talk about it.
What do you? Okay, what cookbook?
Yeah. I'll talk. All right, Ray's looking for the cookbook because she wants to get
cookbook?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Ray and I have been enjoying cooking like different meals and stuff like that. So originally we bought a cookbook, and we've been making all these meals from it, and it's incredible. And then the second one came out, and we got it the other day, and I highly recommend people to try this. So definitely
tonight.
Was that? Yeah.
Tonight.
This is number 2, and then there's another one. I've forgotten what it's called, but anyway, it's not sponsored or anything like that, but highly recommend the meals out of it. Fucking amazing. Yeah. So yeah, it's got all sorts of like really yummy fucking meals, and dinner is the first one. The recipes are elite. Like, I'll show you some pictures, like crispy lemon garlic butter chicken. Like, look at this. Ugh, I don't want to damage the book because it's brand new. There we go. Look how good that looks. It looks so yummy. Anyway, highly recommend people who want to try out cooking or start learning to cook or something like that. Just get that book, man. It's fucking good. And she's like really very straightforward with the recipes and stuff like that, and explaining how to
good.
cook them and what you need and all that sort of stuff. And she's also got like alternatives, which is kind of handy.
What to particular ingredients?
If you can't get an ingredient, she's got alternatives. So then that way you can try it with a different ingredient, which I know a lot of cookbooks do that, but she does it really well. So yeah, highly recommend it. I have both lost and gained weight from the food on it. Lost weight because it's healthy, gained weight because I eat more of it. Because I like it so much. So yeah, no, it's good. It's really, really, really awesome. So cooking's good fun. I reckon everybody should learn to cook properly.
Yeah, I've made my own recipes as well. I made my own. It took me about 4 years, but I've made my own tuna bake.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the recipe I now make now.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's like 2 dishes in one. Because the pasta, I have pasta sauce, basil, mushrooms, and I think that's it for that. And then I mix that up, and then in a separate mixing bowl, I'll have tuna bake sauce, tuna, mixed vegetables, onion, and I think something else. No, I think that's it actually.
And Ray, I do cook. Thank you very much. I just don't cook these meals because you're better than me at it. Although I help you anyway.
And once I mix that up, I'll layer the tuna bake sauce, the tuna bake on top of the pasta bake, and then top it off with cheese, and then put it in the oven until the cheese is melted and golden and brown.
That sounds nice. I'm not a fan of tuna bake that much though, but
oh, you can't taste the tuna in it. It's like
it's not that. It's like it's. Shut up.
Uh-oh. Hunted the steak burner. How do you do that?
Oh, easy. It's the marinade that burns. That's what it is.
The marinade that burns.
Yeah, the steak itself
Turn the heat down.
Well, I did turn it down, but the problem
all the way?
I was distracted doing other things while I was cooking. That was the problem. I get distracted. And the brownies, I don't know how... Oh, yeah, that's right. The brownies, I have the oven on 200 instead of 180. Our oven is a bit funky. It's like under heats. No, I don't undercook the bacon. I cook them perfectly. You just fucking like it charcoaled.
Oh, no, I hate charcoal bacon.
Because I like my bacon to still be soft.
Yeah, same.
So, like, I like to chew on it.
Nah, Ray's the weird one in this situation. The weird one.
Nah, bacon's better when it's like not charcoal. When it's not crispy. I don't like crispy bacon.
Yeah, crispy bacon's awful. I hate crispy bacon with a passion.
Yeah. But anyway, enough about that. Yeah, good cookbook, and I do like cooking and stuff like that. But Ray is the better cook.
So do I. I also like bacon still pink.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. You do realize it's like bacon's pre-smoked as well, so it's.
No, you're the weird one.
You're the weird one.
Democratically speaking, you're the weird one in this situation.
Yeah, I don't like pineapple on pizza that much either, really.
Oh, pineapple on pizza is disgusting.
I'm not a fan of it.
It's pineapple does not slap. The taste of warm citrus, it's awful.
It does taste warm, even when it's cold. Hey.
Yeah, it's just a flavor of warm citrus.
Yeah,
just go down to the shops, go down to the shops, go buy yourself a bottle of citrus juice, stick it in the microwave for 30 seconds, and then just drink that. And that's what pizza tastes like when it has pineapple on it.
And then and it's fleshy as well. It's just a weird texture.
Fleshy. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
got
know
a
what you mean.
fleshy texture.
Or it's like the pineapple's cold, the citrus juice is warm, and you're just thinking, I hate this
yeah,
so
I
much.
don't like it at all. Because I also don't like mushroom much because of the exact same texture, like that fleshy rubbery texture. I don't like mushrooms that much because of that.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I do like mushrooms. I'm actually a huge fan of mushrooms. Have you ever eaten raw mushroom?
No, and I don't plan to.
Oh, okay, it's really nice.
Nah,
It's
not.
great. Raw mushroom. One of my friends, when we were playing a D&D session,
Yeah.
we just went down to Woolies to go get some mushrooms because my friend was like, hey, I'm just gonna go get some raw mushrooms and just eat some raw mushrooms. And we got back, and then he looks at me and says, you want to try a raw mushroom? And I said, yeah, fuck it, why not? And I tried one. I thought, this is the greatest snack ever. I love this so
No,
much.
fair enough. Yeah, I just don't like the texture of mushroom. I don't know why. It's like fake meat to me. It's
No.
weird. It's weird.
I wouldn't even call it
like
fake meat. It's just
I know.
it's just
but
like
it's just how I describe
it's like
it.
yeah, okay. It's like a slimier version of
Yeah,
meat.
yeah, it is. Yeah, I just don't like it. I've never liked it. Even like, there's a lot of foods I never used to like tomato and um onions and stuff like that. I used to hate it. Now I don't mind it at all, especially tomato. I like eating tomato now.
I think the only
But
Oh, sorry, I'll let you finish.
But mushroom, still don't like.
The only food I don't like, that I actively just avoid is Easy Max mac and cheese.
Yeah, I'm finished with the cookbook. I'll leave it for you. Mac and cheese.
Yeah. Easy Max mac and cheese. I find it just absolutely disgusting.
What's with Americans and mac and cheese as well?
I don't know. I'm glad
Hang
we
on
cleared
a
that up.
Get it.
Look, I think America is just obsessed with cheese and like how many disgusting recipes can we make with cheese?
Well, they fucking cook it on everything.
Let's put this cheese on here and then try to give everyone a heart attack.
Yeah, and it looks gross. Always looks so gnarly. Like,
Yeah, and you know the American cheese, how it looks yellow. It's like, yeah, I love I love it when my cheese looks like it's literally rotten.
yeah, I'll show you. Like,
The McDonald's cheese is called Old American cheese. It's that yellow stuff they put on everything.
yeah, I like American cheese. It's very artificial, but it does taste nice.
Oh, it's extremely artificial.
But
It's just
but
yellow.
it just, I don't know, man. Like, I don't understand their
It's like pasta that melts and looks
Americans just have no flavor.
gross. Americans have no flavor.
Like, a lot of the American traditional dishes. Oh, actually, no. Yeah. A lot of them generally, like, they're pepperoni pizzas, they're mac and cheese, they're even some of their chicken dishes, like the Kentucky chicken stuff. A lot of them, like, are like the traditional stuff. It's very bland. And then some will come along and like spice it up with their own sort of style, and that's when it sort of gets good, you know. But generally, like, I find a lot of their traditional food is pretty gross. I don't really like a lot of it. I have always wanted to try their, what's that southern dish that really big African American food where they just chuck everything
Yeah,
in a
Vanny,
pot.
idea how little
Gum.
that narrows it down.
No. It starts with gum. Oh, what's it fucking called?
I don't know
No,
idea.
they literally chuck it all in a strip. They make a big bloody pot of it, and like they'll share it amongst the whole neighborhood. Like, it's always been a Southern American thing. It's fuck, it's on the tip of tongue, but I've always wanted to try
Nah,
it.
Got no idea.
Gumball something.
I probably never even heard of it. Gumbo.
Gumbo, that's it. Gumbo, yeah.
Gumbo?
Gumbo, yeah. Gumbo.
That's a food apparently.
Yeah. It's a Southern American dish. It's was very popular in the African Americans, like, because basically it was like our shepherd's pie, like English shepherd's pie. You know, at the end of the week with all your leftover food, you just chuck it all together and cook it all up. That's it there. It looks pretty good, doesn't it? I'm not a fan of this though. I don't see the appeal of chucking
Gruel. Is that gruel? No, that's not what you said.
That's
Let's
a
say
that's
Ray
a
called it
seafood.
gruel.
It's
That
a
is a seafood. That is a
Yeah.
crab claw.
But yeah, I don't know why you'd want to put a crab claw in it. And this is like my number one pet peeve in the world, and that is leaving the fucking tails on prawns in your meals, especially in a curry
you ever-
like that. Oh, it fucks me off.
Have you ever eaten prawn tails?
Yeah, like when you get the deep fried ones, I'll eat the tails because they're like really crispy and they break up. But
Right.
when they're like that, they're not crispy. They're really hard to eat.
You just gotta chew harder, man.
They're fucking shit. I just you go through the process of descaling everything else. Why not just fucking go boop and then pop the whole thing out and just put it in there? Like, seriously. Deep frying's different because deep frying like breaks it down a lot and then makes it real crunchy and you're eating the crumb and stuff. So it's fine, but in a stew like that, it doesn't break down like that. It's really not easy to eat the shell at all. So
You just gotta chew harder, man.
nah, it just really triggers me. I fucking hate it, especially when you go to a fancy restaurant and it's like, you have this lovely prawn stuff, and I'm just like, great, now I got to get my hands dirty because you motherfuckers left the tail on. You pay $80 for this meal and they can be
$80. Jesus, where are you going?
Some of these restaurants, man, they charge an arm and a leg for seafood. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, right. This is the succulent Chinese meal.
Yeah, that's what I should have done. Just stole.
Just stole.
Just stole the food and run away.
Just stole the food and run away.
Yeah, and then say to a cop when I'm being arrested, "Do you know judo? You know your judo, sir. You touched my penis." I'm sad he died.
Yeah, so am I. He was a national treasure.
He really was. He was just the meme of the world. Like,
he was. We need succulent Chinese meal enjoying a national treasures.
That we do. What deforking?
Let's see. What does this say?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch it now. I'll watch it later on because I can't watch it now on stream. For I clipped something where I said something wrong. What did I do?
Oh yeah. The process of defucking.
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 That's like last night. How fun did we have playing fucking?
Last night, dude. I've learned how to do things that I probably have been given too much power now.
Okay, so last night we played that Dawson and Lawrence.
Dale and Dawson's.
Yeah.
Darren and Dawson's?
Something along those lines.
Dale and Dawson Stationary Supplies. It's like that stationary supplies.
We talked about it last
video
week.
game Among Us. And I've so I learned that you can email people, and you can email them a lot, and you can email them a lot and keep emailing them, and you get a notification from that person, from that particular person's workstation. So I could be on a different person's workstation and then send that an email to random people and they think it's the wrong person, but it's actually me. And also, I learned that you can make phone calls. Oh, I am going to
So
abuse the fuck out of that.
last night we had first game was crap. I couldn't play it at all. I ended up leaving. The lag was just really bad. Second game, I was the first to get eliminated as a slacker, but I wasn't. I just literally went up to the manager and I bitch slapped him and said, "I'm gonna make you my bitch." And then he fired me. And then I was a janitor. And then next minute, I made his life so hell. I turned everybody to mutant against him and get him fired. So I got the manager fired for being useless because I was going on telling everybody that he was useless and that he fired the wrong person. And now he's just made the worst type of janitor you could ever have.
No.
Because all I did was lock everyone in their office. Like they'll just be stuck in their room and I'll just come along and lock the door and they can't get out. And I just did that continuously. Then Spliffy got fucking janited as well next. And then we had this other dude as well who got voted off and turned into a janitor. So there were 3 janitors and the chaos unfold where we just we stole everybody's computer mice. We stole all the mugs. I hid all the fire extinguishers outside. And so then that way when the slackers set the bin on fire, no one could put the fire out because the extinguishers were
fire
gone.
Extinguisher.
and
you hid them. You really went out of your way to make sure no one could find them.
No one found them. And then every time a meeting was called, we all 3 of us would sit outside the door and just like continuously unlock and lock the door. So
and made it impossible to get out.
Yeah, and then when they could get out, we'd slap them on their way out. So it just and all we kept hearing was these fucking janitors, because you can't fire the janitor.
No, but once someone becomes a janitor, they're basically a god. They're actually probably more powerful than the manager.
They can really make and break the game. We broke it.
No, and then 9 times out of 10 they'll break it.
Yeah, we did such a good job that Ray was a slacker, and they actually had no idea.
Yeah, no, we didn't. We had no idea that Ray was a slacker either.
And we just kept like locking her in the office.
We dumped all the mice and we dumped all the mugs in Ray's office, and then we stole Ray's mouse and dumped it on the floor as well.
Like it was really funny because like I'm gonna have to do a little reenactment, but like so when I was the janitor by myself and I was locking everyone in and out, I locked when the meeting was being done. I locked the meeting door so no one could get out. And like as I locked the door, like Ray's character's like sitting like this, and then you hear the lock, and then you just like that's what I got for me for my avatar. and then there was a time when we locked like the main office where like all the different booths and that are in, and then like we're just sitting there like that was he German or was he Russian? I can't remember.
I don't know. It doesn't matter.
I don't know. People put on accents, so you don't know who's what. So anyway,
oh no, Russian. I think that may have been Russian. If it was that guy that was putting it sound like. He was putting on an accent. It was definitely Russian.
Yeah, he was like putting on an accent or something. Anyway, he was like dancing, and me and Spiffy were like clapping. And then I just said, "Can you guys just fucking let me out?" And we just turned around, and just Ray's just standing there through the little glass pane in the door, just staring at us. And then all 3 of us just turn and look at him and just start clapping. Like, it was so funny. We had so much fun.
The next game, the first thing I did was ran straight to the manager's desk and then jumped on their computer and started playing Snake. And then I got off Snake and then got onto the email. I thought, What if I send it? Can I send an email to myself? So I found my name, clicked on that, wrote test, and then pressed send, and then it came up with a little notification on my screen. I
Yeah.
thought, oh, so I found Ray's email address, and then I sent her an email with no information, just test, just subject test,
Yeah.
and then I sent it, and then I did it again, and then again, and I did it so many times that Ray came down to to the to the manager's office, and it was like, "Are you all right?" She actually responded to the emails I was sending, saying, "Please stop." And it was towards the end of the game, and then I found your email address, and then I sent you 100 emails, and I've sent like I found the manager's email and started sending the manager 100 emails. So I was just sitting at this guy's computer, and he was just getting his notifications from himself. That he was got an email, but it's actually me who was doing it.
It was funny.
And then
then he kept calling the assistant, and then
Yeah.
because there was another Australian on the lobby, and she was the assist. She was made the assistant manager, and like I got voted off. Like I got fired because I got in an altercation with their little lapdog because he stole my master keys. So when I was in there chilling with Swiffy, and then I stole the manager's master key so I can lock and unlock all the doors. And I was trying to give her the keys because someone I thought it was you, kept locking all the doors. But there was another janitor, wasn't there?
Yeah, I don't remember. I
Someone
was too
kept
busy sending
locking and
emails.
unlocking. So I tried giving her the keys, but this douche stole the keys from me. And anyway, and then he wouldn't give them back, and he locked me outside. And I'm like, I need to feed the cats. And then I'm trying to knock on the door, but you can't knock or do anything when you're holding something. And then I dropped what I was holding, and it was a jelly. And he noticed that, and that's how he knew I was a slacker. And that's how I got voted off. But I became a ghost, which really sucked. But then I found out that because I lost to a vote, which was really annoying. The manager was gonna fire me anyway because he wasn't gonna fire his little pleb. So that kind of sucks, yeah. But it was fun watching just everything unravel. It's just so carnage.
I needed to, I'll be double checking this next time we play this, but I don't know if I can make phone calls from my desk or if it's specifically the
No, you can make phone
manager's
calls.
desk.
No, you can make phone calls from your desk. Everything you can do from the managers, you can do on your own computer.
Oh, yeah. It's so over.
Because remember, when I first started playing, I was sending lewd messages to the manager.
Oh my fucking god.
He loved it. It was just really funny. It's just trolling. But yeah, and then you can also play paint as well, so you can make drawings and stuff.
Yeah.
One guy got fired for doing that.
For painting.
Yeah, he painted a dude bent over.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, it's a lot of fun. But we also yesterday I went exploring seeing the wilderness around me. It was pretty fucking cool.
Yeah, the wilderness.
Yeah, I came across a dead snake, and Ray didn't know if it was alive or not, but the first thing she said to me is, "Do not get bitten." I'm like, no, I wouldn't. Even if it was alive, I still wouldn't get bitten. It'd be alright. Because I'm not.
You're invincible.
No, I was never gonna pick it up. I was never gonna grab it. But yeah. But no, I was just running around because we had beaches all to ourselves and stuff like that. But yeah, we were in the middle of nowhere, so if I did get bitten by a snake, it'd be a problem. But
with no signal. Oh, that just makes it even better.
Yeah, there's no phone signals out that way. I'm thinking of changing phone plans so then that way I might have a chance of getting phone signal. Actually, I'm not thinking I will change phone plan. Same with insurance providers because I found out the insurance company I'm with kind of sucks. So yes, I did pick up every reptile I came across. That's normal.
That's how you bothered doing your degree.
Yeah, I was always bothering lizards.
Yeah.
It was literally my job to bother the lizards.
Yeah.
To pick them up and catch them and look at them. And I was trying to show Ray the ticks and what species of ticks infect sleepy lizards, but she would not come and have a look at the ticks. But yeah, no, it was really, really lovely. It was a beautiful day. It was a bit windy and cold with the wind, but it was absolutely stunning. Didn't see any whales, but yeah, no, we have some magical coastline not far, and like it was only the furthest point's an hour and a half, but we were driving around for 4 hours because we were going in and out. We came across this poor German guy. We're one location and he's like, hello. And we're like, hi, how are you? And he's like, oh, I don't know. and Ray was just like, why? What's wrong? And he's like, oh, how do you get out of here? We came down the really, really long, bumpy road.
No,
and I don't think. And I was like, oh, no, you went down the rough one, didn't you? And he's like, yeah. And then me and Ray were like, if you go out to the right, it's dirt only for a little bit, and then it turns to bitumen. And but he went down like a really long road that would have been all corrugation all the way through in his Nissan X Trail.
What did he say, Ray?
Yeah, what did he say? Get back to the real world.
I just want to get back to the real world.
Yeah, he was really.
What
really
are you talking about?
nervous.
You are in the real world. There's no non-real world here.
Yeah, it was really sweet. But we showed him where the map was so he can work out where to go and whatnot. And then we were following because when we left that same area, because there's a full drive track up there, and I was looking at it, I was like, oh, be fun to go up there, but I'm like, I'm not really prepared to go in there today.
Yeah.
So I decided not to go in there, which I'm glad we didn't because it means we had time to go to another hidden gem that Ray found.
Yeah.
And that road was rough as fuck. I was like going on it and it was like really, really rough and really, really loose dirt and like the car's sliding around and I'm just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to put it in full drive. So I put it in full drive and it was a lot better because in full drive when the back end flings out like that, I have a lot more control. So that's the reason why I did it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Because otherwise I'll be like, no, and I'll be like, I need to get back this way, and it's not doing it, which means I have to put power down the middle, and then I go wee, and then I go wee, and then I go wee. Yeah. Where I go full drive, it just goes out like that, and I just hold it straight, and then it will correct itself anyway. So yeah, a lot of fun. I like that. I like driving like that shit.
Just like a sporadic lunatic.
And unfortunately, the road started with fucking hitting a bird. So that was not so fun. It didn't
bird
damage
did you hit?
anything. Some little bird. I don't know what it was. Because, like, I was traveling 110. So it pretty much disintegrated. And it hit the top hoop of my bull bar. So, like, I saw it on the ground and I'm like, oh, fuck. And then it flew exactly where I didn't want it to fly. And then next minute, the whole car was just covered in feathers. Like, and then Ray was looking down at the time, looking at the map. And she just looks up and there's feathers on the screen and the big thud as well, like just before. And I'm like, oh, well, shit happens. Much rather hear a little tiny bird than a fucking roo or something like that. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's part of driving, unfortunately. Can't do anything about it.
No.
So, but yeah, no, really, really great. So when you come out as Biffy, we're gonna have to show you around.
Yeah, we'll do.
We'll
I'll look forward to it.
yeah, we'll definitely go full driving. I reckon go up in the sand dunes. But yeah, I really need to have someone come with me because I want to go to these places, but I kind of don't want to do it alone. The reason why is if something goes wrong, obviously I got no help. But also, because sand dunes change so rapidly, the tracks kind of disappear. So without going with someone who's been there several times or whatnot, I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I mean,
Right.
I can look at a map and sort of figure it out. And hell, even if I get out of the car and walk it, if I'm not on a narrow track, like I'm talking about big sand dunes, so you can get out of the car and walk around. And if someone was to come behind you, they've got more than enough room to, there's someone there, and just move out of the way or whatever. Or you move out of the way, so that way you're out of line. But yeah, it looks pretty cool. Even the local one that's close by here, I'm keen to get out and explore it. That one I could probably do without a guide because the Google Maps clearly show the paths.
Yeah.
And the sand dunes there aren't so bad, but I still would rather go with someone though. Just to get the lay of the land and whatnot, and then that way I can go out on my own. Because I have recovery gear, so I can get out if I get bogged. But it's more so something horribly goes wrong, some freak of accident, I end up rolling the car or something like that. I have people to help me put the car back on its wheels or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, hopefully that never happens, but it's just something you got to consider. That's all, because you never know. I've seen some freaky shit happen.
Yeah. Or like, or you're trying to roll the car back over, and in doing so, you accidentally lose grip, and then the car rolls back onto you, and then you're stuck.
Yeah, well, usually how you roll a car over anyway, because obviously my car's too big to do it by hand. But usually, what you do is you use snap straps and other vehicles to pull it back on its side.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I would just avoid it as much as possible. You can go your whole life without doing it. But I've seen a situation where a guy was going up a hill, it was a sand dune, and the sand started moving out on the side of the hill, like it just started coming down like that. And as that happened, as he was going up, he just started running, "Whoa." And then so then we had to stop him from falling, so we had to snap strap him in a certain way and use winches and stuff, max tracks, and we used every single recovery gear in our arsenal to make him not roll over. But if we weren't there, he would have been on his roof for sure.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, so that's the reason why I like to travel with people when I do full driving, for safety reasons more than anything. Something goes wrong, you have someone that can get help, or you can save them, that sort of thing. It's just better.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. A lot of people do it by themselves. That is the only time that I would recommend having a winch, is if you're doing solo. You may never use it, but it's an insurance policy. Because in a winch, say for example, that guy, he didn't have one, but if he had a winch and was by himself, he could have used a spare tire, buried it in the sand, and he could have anchored the winch in a different location offset. So then that way it would pull him that way to stop him going over, basically.
Right.
That's the only times we've used winches, is mainly to keep a vehicle straight, because it was on an incline, it was going to go over if you didn't do it. So, yeah, that's where winches come in handy. I will never buy one because I never go anywhere like that alone. So yeah, I'm not really keen on that really. So
That's fair enough.
yeah, I like full driving, but I don't like the extreme stuff. I don't like braking stuff. It's too expensive. You have to be fucking rich to do that shit. Like you watch like
You have to be rich to do
4x4.
anything.
Yeah, like you watch that 4x4 show and they break every fucking thing all the time. Half the time I reckon it's rigged that they stage it all. And the other thing is like, well, how can you afford that? If you're a normal person, like how do you afford breaking your car every fucking weekend? Like thousands of dollars. Like it's not cheap. Even if you do it yourself, it's thousands of dollars for like the parts and all the time and like it's just not worth it. I'd rather just the nice easy stuff that's relaxing.
Yeah, just to drive out on a bit of dirt. Call it
Yeah.
4-wheel driving. Yep, that's done. That's
Bit
it.
of sand.
Screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're gonna raid into some we haven't raided into a long time ago. They're playing Minecraft. Let's go into it. No.
Let's raid into Iron Mouse.
Yeah, that'd be funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna raid into Barney Berry, however to say it. But anyway, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen and others. I hope you have a good day and night, depending where on the world. And we'll catch you next time. I'll upload both videos probably tomorrow. All right.
Yeah.
All right. See you all.
See ya.